Hey all, it's John Bellamy here from DarkXposed Cyber Risk Intelligence with an update for you on the latest Optus data breach that has been hitting the headlines on all the news networks. You can check out the Financial Review as a source here and how they have titled it, A Complex Criminal Investigation, AFP on Optus Hack. What's really interesting, to give you an idea, and you can see it here, is that they say up to maybe 9.8 million customers have been affected within this data breach. So some of the big questions that are being asked, I know by our clients over at DarkXposed, and probably just you if you're an Optus customer out there, is, well, what does this mean for me? What potentially is the risk, is the exposure? So let me just share a couple of things with you that might be able to help you out, might be able to put your mind at ease a little bit, but then some of the actions that you may want to consider taking. So first things first, if you head over to optus.com.au at the time of the recording, and I hope Optus will keep this here, you'll see that they've got this big yellow tab at the top, which is an important notification about the cyber attack. If you just go and click on the Learn More button there, what you're going to see is a document from their media center. Okay, so it's Optus notifies customers of cyber attack compromising customer information. So this was first published on the 22nd of September at 2 o'clock. So you can go and check that out. And I'm confident that Optus will be continuing to notify via the media centre as well. But specifically where I'm finding most useful information for everybody at home who may be experiencing this is coming under the customers' FAQs under cyber attack there. And specifically the ones that I like to have a look at is what information of mine may have been exposed. So let's blow this up a little bit here so we can all see. So you can see here the information which may have been exposed includes customers' names, date of births, phone numbers, email addresses, and for a subset of customers, addresses, ID document numbers such as driver's licenses or passport numbers. Okay, may have been impacted, may have been put out there or exposed or by the hackers that have gone and taken care of this attack. If you wanted to go and have a look what other forums and things like that are saying, you can go over to the Whirlpool forums, the Optus forum here, and there is a myriad of comments. Obviously, you'll just need to go through some of the interesting ones as well. But, you know, this is one that I always find funny. If these clowns can't secure our personal information, they shouldn't be allowed to ask for it and retain it from that perspective. So there's a whole bunch of comments from everyday people and also industry experts within the security landscape that have posted some interesting information there. So just coming back, I mean, this is the big thing, right, that you need to be aware of. With this exposure, with this attack that's happened, you just want to be thinking of your personal and your business exposure and what that could mean. So if we think about this for a moment, and how it relates to everyday living, everyday life, right? Imagine for a moment if you were one of the unfortunate people who were, as part of this exposure, had their data being up for sale. Okay, the bad actors will go and sell this information online, and if somebody, for example, purchases a driver's license number or other ID documents or has access to your things such as your date of birth, phone numbers, email addresses, they can actually do a lot of information and potentially a lot of damage with that. They could potentially go and, you know, think about it, like what can you do with that information? You might be able to open up a bank account, you might be able to go and sign up for certain things online, etc., etc. So the exposure and the risk off the back of that exposure for you as an individual or for your company, could be enormous. And it could just be something really tiny. You just really don't know until the hackers actually do what they want to do with that information that they've been able to obtain. And if, like me and many of our clients out there, when you hear the word cyber attack and you see some of that information that these criminals have been able to obtain and then put up for sale on the dark web for profit, you may be a little bit scared as to what impact this can be on you and your business. With that said, I invite you to come over to DarkXposed.com. When you land on the page, you'll see it exactly like it is now. You can go and claim a complimentary confidential cyber threat report, just simply entering your details and click the request report button. Once you've done that, myself and my team will be in contact with you and we'll be able to identify and share with you the information that we may be able to find on the dark web that is up for sale, share that with you and talk about the next steps in how to help reduce the risk of cyber attacks and cyber threats for you, for you as an individual, for your team members and for your business. It's John Bellamy here. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. We'll speak again real soon. Bye for now.